Self-love is a very tricky word because for most people, self-love is buying and consumption. What do I mean by that? For most people, self-love is buying chocolates, eating chocolates, booking that spa appointment, going for a massage, getting your nails done, or buying that most expensive wine and just drinking. But is that truly self-love? Although these things are cute, they are lovely, they are fun to have, but that's not self-love is. And if you are someone who believes that that is self-love, you need to watch this video till the end, because in this video I'm going to talk really about what is self-love. Also, many people feel that self-love is being selfish. No, self-love is not indulgence, self-love is not being selfish. So what is self-love? In this video, I'm going to actually talk about self love because in the last 2 weeks or so, I had numerous clients who asked me in sessions that, Ashwini, what do I need to do to love myself? Because they were always being told that love themselves, but they did not know how to. And it's very normal to react this way because we were not told what is self love. In fact, while we were growing up, my generation, the 80s born, we were never told what is self love. The self love word itself was not into existence. When we used to only hear the word love, it was in some Bollywood movies when they would say, I love you. The hero used to say, I love you to heroine. That's it. That was the only love which we heard about as growing up. And yes, although at some point of time you realize that self love is more than just self pampering, that is where you grow. So, in this video, I'm going to actually talk about what is self love. And this has been an activity which I have been giving of late in my client sessions. And each and every one of them who have done this activity, they feel that shift inside, they feel that change inside. But I always tell that to do an activity and to get results, you have to do it at least for 90 days, which is 3 months, to get the results, because that is where the first 30 days you build the foundation. For the next 60 days you slowly get habituated, and after that in the last 30 days is when you slowly start seeing the results, because in this process your brain is getting programmed to see something new within yourself, and you break the habit of what I call as the self criticism habit. You can only break if you do 90 days of self healing, self love, and that work. So, let me talk about step by step process of what is self love. Please take your paper and pen. Usually, what I'm sharing now, right now, usually I do it only in my paid coaching sessions. So, if you are watching this, you're getting this for free. Please take a paper, pen, and better make note of it. Hi, my name is Dr. Ashwini Chube, and I'm a life transformation coach, a Reiki Grandmaster, a PhD in energy medicine. I'm also a teacher of spiritual studies. I teach subjects like angels, Reiki, energy medicine, Ho'oponopono. I'm also a certified teacher with the Diana Cooper School of White Light, where I teach on topics, powerful topics like dragons, unicorns, ascension, and transform your life. So, in this beautiful episode, I'm going to talk about those little things which you can do to add more self love to your life. Now, understand, like I said at the start of this video, that because most people, when they hear the word self love, they immediately think of spa, face masks, shopping trips, bottle of wine, taking a relaxing bath. There is absolutely nothing wrong with doing those things, because if you're already doing it, don't watch this video and say, okay, that's not self love, I'm not going to do it. No, no, don't go there. Please continue doing that, because these are form of self care and they are very much required. I personally love spas. I personally love those going for those long spas, those beautiful shopping trips with my friends, beautiful relaxing vacations, but they are forms of self-care. Now, real self-love is much deeper. Basically, the self-love is the relationship you build with yourself through your thoughts, through your choices, through your boundaries, and through your actions every single day. So, in this episode, I'm going to talk about what are the 10 powerful ways to practice genuine self-love, which go far beyond just pampering. So let's talk about each one of them. Number one, very important, speak to yourself with kindness. I always tell this to clients that when you talk to yourself, be kind to yourself. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Are you your biggest critic or your greatest supporter? Are you someone who brings you down, who is always critical of yourself, or someone who is always a cheerleader of yourself? I was in this session with one of my mentors, and where she told me that Ashwini, you are going to be your biggest cheerleader from today. And I liked it so much because for me, when I see cheerleaders, when we see in those sports events, there are these group of cute looking, pretty looking girls who are supporting, who are cheering up. I used to just feel that, wow, that's so cute. If someone do that for me? But when my mentor told me that, Ashwini, you are your biggest cheerleader, I felt, wow, it was like a bulb on moment for me. The way you speak to yourself shapes your confidence, your decisions, your emotional well being. So, everywhere there is harsh criticism, everywhere you are being highly critical of yourself, be compassionate with yourself. I always say that the moment you start being very critical of yourself, take a step back, stop, breathe. Anytime something goes wrong, many of us have a habit of saying things like, oh, you're such a failure. Oh, I'm such a failure. Instead of that, what if you could replace that by, okay, I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm doing the best I can. Self love begins with the conversations you have inside your mind. And why is that? That is simply because the way you talk yourself will determine not just your inner dialogue, but that is the way you will attract people who will talk kindly to you. Everything begins from inside. So change your inner dialogue and you will start meeting people who will be kinder to you. Second, set boundaries without feeling guilty. I know many of us have struggled with setting boundaries. Although I have come a long way from where I was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, not 30 years ago, I think 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I think I'm much better today at boundary setting. I had first zero boundaries, then I had little boundaries, and now I know where and how to set a boundary. However, there are instances just out of habit, just out of what I call as brain neurology. You're so used to not having a boundary and you're so used to people pleasing for the longest time that you don't set your boundaries. Although I'm getting there, I'm still getting there, but I'm much better than where I was before. So set boundaries without feeling guilty. Every time you say yes to something that drains you, you're often saying no to yourself. Understand the difference. Healthy boundaries aren't selfish, they are an act of self respect. They will help you protect your peace, they will help you protect your time, and most important, they will help you protect your energy. The people who truly love you will learn to respect your boundaries and will stay in your life. And for the ones who will quit, who will exit your life, they were never worth it because they never really respected and loved you. They only benefited from the lack of your boundaries. So if there are people who are exiting your life because of your boundaries, just let them go, say thank you for being in my life, and I let you go. You don't have to say that to them in the face. Every time you feel someone is not in your life because you set a boundary, just put your hands on your heart and just say thank you to the person for being there. And now that their time is over, they are exiting your life. Third, and this is most important, but I think this is also one of the most difficult ones we have ever practiced. Forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. Self love means allowing yourself to be human. Stop replaying old regrets and punishing yourself for doing things which you cannot change. Learn the lesson, take responsibility, and then let yourself move forward. You deserve the same forgiveness you give others. I also know some people, they have a habit of not forgiving because they keep telling me that that person has really troubled me. Why should I forgive you? The more anger you hold for someone, the more you burn, the lower it makes your vibrations, and it delays attracting good things in your life. So let people go, forgive them, but also, most important, forgive yourself. You made that mistake because at that point of time you felt that was the best thing you could do. If you would have known better what you know now, you wouldn't have done that. Forgive yourself. You can do a simple Ho'oponopono prayer on forgiveness daily for yourself, wherein you hold hands on your heart and you take your name and you say, "Dear Ashwini, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I thank you. I love you." You have to say your name. You don't say, "Dear Ashwini." You can say, although it will also help us have more healthy um, connections with each other. But it was just a joke. Anyway, hold your hands on your heart and you can simply say, take your name and say, "Dear, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I thank you. I love you." This is an ancient prayer called as Ho'oponopono. I have another video on my channel where I speak about Ho'oponopono. If you want to know more about that, watch that video. The fourth one, and this one is something which I believe not many of us honor. Keep the promises you make yourself. Trust isn't only something we build on other people, it is something also we build ourselves. If you tell yourself you're going to exercise, go for it. If you tell yourself from today I'm going to drink more water, do that. If you tell yourself that today I'm going to take a rest, please take a rest. Honor the promises you make to yourself. Every promise you keep strengthens your self worth because you're proving to yourself that you matter. And I think this is one of the most healthiest ways to build your self esteem. If you are someone who has low confidence, low self esteem, try doing this. Keep the promises you have given yourself. Every morning, if you decided that tomorrow morning I want to go out to for a jog, do it. If you tell yourself that I'm going to cut down on sugar, please do that. Whatever you tell yourself, discipline is the most beautiful form of self love. How disciplined and how committed you are to yourself will determine your every relationship in the world. Number five. Oh my God, I can't tell you how important this is. Stop comparing your journey. Yes, comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison steals joy. There will be always someone who is ahead of you in life, and there is always someone who is behind you. And to be honest, they are not even ahead or behind you, they are living their own journey. You are living your own journey. Your journey isn't supposed to look like anyone else's. Celebrate your progress, even if it feels small. Growth isn't measured against someone else's timeline, it is about where you are today as compared to where you were yesterday. So today, promise yourself that you will not compare yourself to anyone. You will not just compare your own self, but you will stop comparing your body with other people. You will stop comparing your income with other people. You will stop comparing your house with other people. Many times people, they enter someone's house and they say, "Oh wow, your house is so beautiful. I can't invite you to my house because my house isn't that good." Don't do that, guys. We build our houses with love. Stop comparing your life to someone else's. Number six, accept every version of you. You are worthy on your best days, but you're also worthy on your messy days, on your worst days. You're worthy while you're healing. You're worthy if you're sick and if you're down with flu and if you're not working, stop being hard on yourself. Self-love isn't waiting until you have fixed yourself or until you're perfect. It's choosing to love yourself while you are still becoming. Point number seven, honor your needs. Your body, mind, and heart constantly are communicating with you. Just listen. Sometimes your body is telling you it needs a rest. Sometimes your body tells you it needs movement. Sometimes you need solitude. Sometimes you need connection. Loving yourself is responding to your needs instead of ignoring them until you're exhausted. A lot of us ignore what we are truly asking for. The point here is to listen. Thank you. Number eight, celebrate your wins. How often do you celebrate your wins? In my sessions, I tell my students to create a victory log. Victory log is where you write about your victories, the daily things you achieve. It could be even the little most thing. It could be even that I woke up today and went to the gym. That could be a victory. I had 2 liters of water today. Most of us rush from one achievement to the next without even acknowledging how far we have come. So, here I want you to pause. Finished a difficult task? Appreciate yourself. Celebrate those little victories. Got out of your bed on a difficult day. Celebrate that. Almost a year ago, I promised myself that every time I achieve my targets, I will give myself a treat. Every time I go above my targets, I will give myself a bigger treat. I think that's one of the best ways to celebrate your wins. Confidence grows when we recognize our own progress, and that also helps us become a better person. 9. Choose growth over perfection. I wrote an entire article on Reiki Rays about why should we seek mastery and not chase perfection. Perfection is impossible, but mastery, growth is available each and every day to you. Self love means allowing yourself to make mistakes, ask for help, keep learning. Your value has never depended on being perfect, and no one is perfect. Your value simply comes from being you. Whenever people tell me that I'm a perfectionist, as if they wear it as a badge of honor, I always tell them that, but are you a master? It's beautiful to like to do things in a wonderful way. I always say that work towards making the things the best, but don't beat yourself up for the mistakes. And that's the difference between a master and someone who's a perfectionist. If you're a master, you will forgive yourself for mistakes and you will still give a master stroke. Whereas if you're a perfectionist, you will wait for you to be perfect and only then you will show your stroke. Does that work? No. So instead of having this perfectionist attitude, have the attitude for mastery. Robin Sharma has written some beautiful books on how to seek mastery rather than perfection. I would advise you to just go and read those books. You will learn a lot by the writings of these great authors. And finally, become someone you can always count on. Perhaps the greatest act of self love is being your own safe space. Just a few days ago, I was talking to my cousin and she was asking me, who is your best friend? And I told her that if you really ask me today, I am my best friend. Because the moment you become your own best friends, life changes. And that doesn't mean I don't have friends. I really have some wonderful friends who are always there for me. But at the end of the day, I am my best friend because being your own best friend is being your own safe space. Life doesn't stop, life doesn't wait for anyone else. When you want to experience something, just take yourself and experience that. Maybe you want to go out and watch a play, just go. Maybe you want to just travel and go somewhere, just do that. Maybe today you want to eat something nice, cook it yourself, make it yourself, eat it. Be honest with yourself, encourage yourself, comfort yourself when life gets hard. That's very important. Be there for your own self. Believe in yourself even when the outcome is uncertain. When you learn to trust your own heart, you carry a sense of home wherever you go. And the irony of life is when you become your best friend and when you start being that person for yourself, you start attracting people who are really supportive of you. But when you approach people from the point of view of need, of wanting that person who is there for me, you will always attract toxic people because you are going to life in that manner. Now, that doesn't mean that you should not have friends. You should not have good times with your family, your spouse, your best friend, your sibling. Do that, but also be there for yourself because the moment you have that found that best friend within you, everything else is a bonus and you start living life like a master. So, friends, self love isn't something you buy, it isn't a luxury. It isn't earned after you reached a certain weight, income, relationship status, or level of success. Self love is a daily practice. It is choosing yourself every single day, again and again. It is respecting yourself, it is forgiving yourself, it is protecting your peace, honoring your needs. And remember, you're already worthy, not because of what you achieve, but simply because you exist. So today I want you to ask this question to yourself. What is one loving choice I can make for myself today? Start there. Because every act of genuine self love begins with one small decision to believe that you are worth caring for. Okay, and on this note, one small announcement which I want to make. I have started this beautiful journal which I give to my coaching clients, which is called as a love letter to yourself. Over the last 2 months, I have been telling so many of my clients to write a love letter to themselves. And they just started feeling so happy after they started writing a love letter to yourself. And if you ask me, how do you learn write a love letter to yourself? I would say that appreciate yourself, express gratitude for yourself, write things you feel victorious about, forgive yourself, encourage yourself, tell yourself that you are doing great, and just admire yourself for everything that you have done. If you would like to buy my self love journal or love letter to yourself journal, do connect to me, do write as a comment below, and you can buy it from us. Very soon, it will be also available on our website as well as on Amazon and other places. But till then, if you choose to buy, I would love to share that with you. So get in touch for more. Keep watching our videos, and I'm sending you so much love for your beautiful journey of life. Know that you matter and know that everything you dream is possible. Thank you very much for watching, and I will watch you in the next. I will see you. Sorry. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.